Hello everybody, it's live stream Katya here with part 2 of the hashtag online business confession series, which is a series of videos where I confess some of the most important lessons I have learned over the last 16 months through building a thriving online brand with over 35,000 fans. Woo! If this is interest of you, keep watching. Today's confession is a very controversial one, and it says this: excuses are for losers. I know. Are you on I don't have timer? Watch less TV, less Netflix. Stop wasting your time with entertainment, or gonna go out with some friends, or I'm gonna go out for some drinks, gonna go out to the cinema. Are you an account afforder? A little hustle goes a long way. Excuses such as I don't have resources are not true. Excuses such as I don't have something and that's why I'm not doing it is just something that is holding you back. An excuse like I don't have connections in this industry, therefore I can never get a success is not true, because at the end of the day you can build connections, you can build resources, you can find the time by eliminating things that aren't serving you. If you have a clear goal, if you have a clear path, if you have a clear vision of where you want to go, anything that stops you is just your limitations. Now, I know that some people in the third world countries don't have as much opportunities as you have. Because let's be honest, if you are watching this on a mobile device, on a smartphone, on Facebook, guess what? You have more opportunities than most people out there in the world. If you live in America, if you live in the UK, if you live in developed countries, you have way more opportunities than most countries in the world. I personally grew up in a one-bedroom studio with my parents in the poorest country in Europe, Bulgaria. I was literally sleeping in the exact same room my mom and dad were sleeping for 18 years. For 18 years, that was what my opportunity was. The poorest country in Europe. 6 years ago in 2010, I took a risk and I moved into one of the most expensive countries in Europe, which is the UK. And it's been really, really difficult, and I've had moments where I've thought about giving up. I have had moments of doubt where I thought about going back, where I don't have enough money. I was living on £200 a month when I was a student, when the average salary here is about £16,000 a year, which is well over £1,000 a month. I had no connections. I had not a single friend, not a single family member here in the country. So the odds were against me. How did I get a job in the UK? I got 7 jobs when I was a student, and I got on a graduate scheme immediately after I graduated because I worked my ass off to get the first-class law degree. I went to law school, and it was really, really difficult. I have had moments that I have locked myself in the room. You can ask some of my roommates. I have had moments when I have locked myself in a room and not left the house for days. Literally for days, not left the house because I have spent my whole time studying for this exam, because all the other time I need to go to work and I need to do other stuff. And yes, sometimes there are things that are stopping us. Yes, sometimes there are emergencies that come up that made our situation much worse. But at the end of the day, excuses are for losers. And guess what? If you want to have average life, and if you just want to make $50,000 a year, do you know what? That's totally okay. You do not have to work hard and make millions of dollars if that's not the lifestyle you want. Not at all. But if you really want to change, and if you are doing the exact same thing that you have always been doing, expecting a different result, it's not gonna happen. You might as well give up. You might as well go back to a job. You might as well marry somebody rich. You might as well just give up on your dreams right now and save yourself some precious time. And if you are the type of person who is driven, who is willing to do everything, and who is going to put the time and money and is not going to make excuses, you and I need to be friends, because all the odds were against me. And everybody thought I was never going to be able to make anything in the UK, and everybody back home thought that I would go back and I would get a job with my dad. Nobody ever thought that I would be right now speaking to thousands of people, sharing a message, making money doing it. And if the odds can go, if one person can do it, this is not a if I can do it, you can do it too bullshit. No. This is if one person has done it, irrespective of all excuses, then it can be done. That is the truth. If Lisa Nichols can get out of a situation with $4 in her bank account and being a single mom and having her ex-husband in prison, if she can go from that to a multi-millionaire, it can be done. I'm not saying you can do it, but I'm saying it can be done. The question is, can you do it? And will you do what it takes to get what you want?